Okay, YouTube, I have decided to build my own deer feeder. And of course, I went on YouTube and looked to see who is building deer feeders, how they're building them, to get ideas as to, and I couldn't find anything that was worth a damn. So this is what I've got. A buddy of mine gave me a 55-gallon drum. He was going to use it as a burn barrel. Changed his mind, asked me if I wanted it, and here the adventure started. I decided to use a Moultrie Pro Magnum feeder motor to drive this behemoth. I've gone ahead and I have already mocked everything up. I've already got my holes drilled, centered, laid out, measured, found this center of the barrel, drilled my hole, came down 2 inches from the top, drilled my hole ×2 for my, I'm using a 5/8 all thread, and I started to use a metal insert, but the metal insert that I found wasn't going to work with the barrel. The diameters of barrels are all different from what I've learned, and so I've had to fall back and use a plastic one. Oh, love it. The neighbors interrupted. Anywho, so I've got the 5/8 all thread rod. I got the couplers. I've got the extra heavy duty lifting eyes. The chain length is 3 feet long, which I'm gonna probably cut down, and I've got the quick connect to join the chain ends with a I've got a hoist with a hook that I'm going to put on a 1/4 inch cable that I got at Home Depot, and I'm using a 1/4 inch 1,000-pound uncoated wire rope for the winch. I've got a 2-speed heavy-duty 1,800-pound winch. Better to be more than not enough. This is not going to weigh more than 600 pounds, so I'm more than covered there. I've got the bucket to set underneath the feeder when I lower it, and I'm getting ready to camouflage it. I mean, I could leave it blue, who cares? Deer aren't going to pay any mind, hogs aren't going to pay any mind, but anywho, so what I got so far, I'm going to go ahead and spray paint it, and then I'll get back. Okay, I'm back. So this is what she looks like now after spray painting. I spray painted the bottom just because, and I camouflaged pretty much, well, I camouflaged the whole drum. So sprayed the lid, not that it needed it, but figure what the hell. So anywho, let this baby dry a little bit, which might be already dry enough. So all right, cool. Anywho, free drum, about $200 in total, maybe tops, in materials. I opted for the Pro Magnum Hunter lifetime warranty motor because we have big ass bears in Northeast Florida where I hunt, 400 plus pounds, and they this feeder I'm gonna have to hang in the air because we have had so many feeders crushed and ripped apart by the bears. It's not even funny, and I've got monster bears on game cameras. That buddies of mine who hunt all over Canada and Alaska, they can't believe how big they are. So, more to come. Okay, this ought to be fun. Attaching the feeder. No. Yep, that's right. And if I scuff the paint job, who cares? This probably should take 2 people. But you know, hey, what the fuck? There we go. All right. My dog, he cries like a girl dog. If you stick your fingers in the hole enough, you can actually turn this enough to actually and this one turns a lot better. Yes, I know there's probably an easier way, like say have an extra person, but I don't, so adapt, overcome, improvise. Go get a drill. All right, damn it. Oh, you know what? Okay. Trying to get this lined up. Come on now. These screws get turned. It's not an exact science. And we're trying to drill from a paper target. God dang it, man. Okay, so turn the barrel upside down probably was better than wrestling a monkey with a football. That's the clean version. Had to do a little coaxing of the well, that's not exactly how they describe it in the instructions. Oh, geez Louise! Okay, so what I had to do was I had to go in and loosen the screws from the inside and drop them down enough to where I could get these wing nuts situated for the motor. And of course they don't explain that in the instructions, so anywho, always something. But it lines up, everything looks good, hole is dead center, yay. Make sure I get these good and tight. Like I said, lifetime warranty. Pay the extra money. Get something that's gonna last. I've done the Wild Game Innovations bullshit, and they make disposable crap. And so there you go. And I got my bucket here, so when I take it out in the woods and I lower it, beautiful. How about that? That is money. Money. Now, yep, that's what I was afraid of. That is what I'm afraid of. I got a 2x4 for that motherfucker right there. Yeah, I'm not going to bore you with that. I'll be right back. Cool. This is going in a lot easier than I thought. That was the biggest concern, was centering the hole, the bottom of the barrel, correctly. And yeah, I had to buy a 2 1/4 inch drill bit, hole saw. But I figure, what the hell, I'll be using it when I build my next one. And man, I think that is freaking money right there. Looks the same all the way around. See this bottom edge right here? Yep. The distance looks about equal. I don't care if it's off even a little bit because it's centered on the hole, and that's the main thing there. Awesome. So now so what I've done here is I've got a washer. I'm using a hose, like a spray nozzle, like a rubber gasket from something like that, and I'm gonna figures. Okay, let's try this again. So I've got one on that end. And then I've got a washer. That is a pretty good fit. I wanted to try these because I didn't want to use caulk. And if it's good enough to seal your freaking garden hose, it's high pressure. For the most part, they seem to work. I got a nut that I'm gonna run. Come on now. Oh. Don't get too crazy. I need to put a I had to didn't have any 5/8 washers that were handy. I had these washers, galvanized washers, and I was like, what the hell? I ended up so see, I'm getting ahead of myself. Get off there, bitch. Yeah, sometimes it's a bad habit. Yeah, there. That's the first. See, you have to be able to laugh at yourself while you're working. I used to say if I'm not drawing blood, I haven't worked well enough, like especially on a vehicle. Okay, got that. Check. Check. Yeah, well. Okay, after I had to fish out this other gasket. Throw the chain inside the barrel, make it easier. Okay, maybe not. So I did my calculations. I've got just about equal there you go. I got the same for the all thread. You got about 1 inch of all thread in the coupler. Yep, so always better to get the right tool. There we go. Rubber. Yeah, that thing is smashing in good. The babies look like they're lined up beautifully. All right. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's not going to work. Okay, apparently somebody had hermetically sealed this quick connect. So for now, I'm going to do it this way and connect it to my chain or my hoist like so, and then that way I have plenty and then I can adjust. Yeah, this is going to work great. Anywho, I did, if I need to adjust my chain, I did my chain long because I know in the past when we have had feeders that have chain that you can't take the lid on and off. It's like next to impossible if it's still connected to the chain or to the cable, the winch cable. So there you go. Made from scratch. Probably outlast anything you buy on the market. So let me know what you think. It's my first one. Okay, so what I have here, and I wasn't going to do this at first, but I figure what the hell. I have a piece of angle that I got down at the farm. This was spot welded, tack welded here. So what I had to do was I sawzalled this off, and then I took my grinder and had to grind the weld spot flat. So now, and I've already took a punched the holes, boom, 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 line this up. I've got a 2-speed 1,800-pound winch, and I've got my bolts. 1, 2. Yeah, these will line up a little easier than the freakin ones for the motor. And I went to my oh God, why did she have to tie it like this, the cashier? I guess she was being cutesy. I've got washer, okay, I better not have given me the wrong size damn washer. I don't know how wide of an angle you got on my workbench, but no, it's not organized, and I don't care. Oh my freaking scuba tanks. I got a whole army of scuba tanks. Yes, I love to spearfish and scuba dive. I built this workbench out of 6x6. Motherfucker. There we go. Built it out of 6x6 posts that I found on a job site. They were going to throw in the dumpster, and what the hell am I doing? I'm not paying attention. Too busy yakking. Brought them home, and I got 6x6, and I framed this bad boy out with 6x6, and I put it at a height that I could work off of without bending over, with my back not killing me. And I wanted it heavy enough where I could throw an engine on here if I wanted to. So there you go, mounted. And then I got lags that are running here into the tree, zippity doo dah, and that's the way she works.